another edition of Fish Club. I hope you're all well. Well than what I have been anyway. We are back. Hopefully we can carry on as we left off on Monday. Well, no, maybe not. We did have a bit of a nightmare, didn't we? Was it Monday when It was Monday when I knocked a drink over everywhere, wasn't it? So hopefully we don't carry on where we left off Monday. But we are back. Dane, good evening, buddy. How are you doing, mate? That Tropco order's gone perfectly, mate. Really has. I haven't heard anything off Pete, so I take it everything was okay there. I did have a look at his fish as well, though. He won't be on the stream tonight because he is out. Good evening, Ian. Hope you are well. Hope you're having a good day. Love Preet, good evening. Thanks for joining us. He got 12. Got 12 of the cardinals, like myself, and he got some cories as well, and then some plants. He got a Rhinokai pink, I think it was, plant that looked really healthy as well. That came in water as well, which was I take it because of the heat packs, I suppose. That came in water. Everything came well packed. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was brilliant. Really, really good. Really good. And then I got so I got 6 of the red rainbows, which are totally silver at the moment, but I kind of knew that anyway. And they are young. They are very young. We'll have a look round in a bit. And I got 22 cardinals. About half of them are out and about. The other half are kind of hiding away at the moment. So hopefully, once it's lights out tomorrow, hopefully we have a little bit more of the cardinals in action. Victor C, good evening, buddy. Liked, nice, mate. Yeah, that's what everyone needs to do. Keep liking the chat as you come in, guys. It just helps promote. Love Preet, no problem, mate. What do you need? Yeah, I'm okay, Tracy. I'm not great, I'll be honest. We'll see. It gets worse as the day goes on, which is weird. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable at the moment. I keep feeling like I want to go for a wee one and can't. So I don't know if that's not like the blockage. I don't know. They said I have to watch for getting a blockage, so we'll see. Good evening, Ken. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you around, mate. Hope you're well. Well, I've never really done cichlids before, Love Preet, but we'll see. There may be people in the chat that can help you anyway, so fire away. That's what it's all about, mate. It's not just me, it's everyone else who's in there as well. What you feeding the fish tonight, Tracy? Mine are on live food, or frozen live food tonight. They kind of get that most nights nowadays. Everything's feeding. That's the good thing. Like I say, I'm about 10 cardinals missing. So no doubt they will come out over the next few days. Hopefully, there are some quite small ones as well. So I think they may have been a little bit spooked, probably by the angelfish. So, but they'll be right. They'll be all good, and then there'll be about 40 cardinals in there then. And no doubt I'll probably add to that as well. So thinking to set up a tank So I need help. Okay, I can always look into. I'm glad I work with Love Treat does cichlids anyway. So find out what is it you want to know. It's not great, Tracy. It's not. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Since Wednesday, it's not been great at all. But to be honest, it's been building up for probably 6 months. Really, it's been getting worse and worse, and it came to a head on Tuesday. Reese, good evening, buddy. How are we, mate? How are we? I'm intrigued on what you've on the guppy news, man. We have frozen bloodworm for everyone except the hill streams. They'll have brine shrimp as the babies love them. Yeah, I tried getting hill stream loaches on my order from Tropco Tracy, but they didn't have any. Otherwise, I would have got some. I don't know what tank they'd have gone in, though, to be perfectly honest. I don't know which tank they'd have. They're quite a cold water hill stream. Not sure. I know you'll know that, Tracy. I'm all right, Reese. Uncomfortable, to be perfectly honest. I'm on quite a bit of, I'm on codeine, which I don't in particular like taking, but I kind of need to be taking it because honestly, I can't say I've not had pain like it because I had that arm pinned, so I know pain, but yeah, stomach. I've not known stomach pain like it, and I've had that level of stomach pain before because I've been if it is kidney stones, and I've been having kidney stones for years. So, but normally it kind of comes and it'll go after about 20 minutes, but this was like hours. It was like I thought my stomach. Well, to be honest, I actually thought I had appendix. That's what I thought because it was like it went so bad. Hope so, Tracy, too. There's one thing after another, isn't it? It is. As one, when you get to a certain age, as one ailment fades away, something else comes along. Something, as one pain goes, something else starts hurting. That's what anyone that's younger than 35 in the chat. That's what you've got to look forward to. As soon as you get to 35, something will start hurting for a couple of months. And as that starts going, something else will start hurting, and that'll last for a few months. And then you kind of just live with pain. And then the thing that went originally, that'll start hurting again. And when you get to my age at 50, they all start hurting at the same time. So got loads to look forward to as you get older, guys. It's a shame. My daughter was heading up to Manchester tomorrow. But she won't transport you. Oh, mate, whereabouts in Manchester is she going, Tracy? You're having a tattoo, Ken? Yeah. What you having done, mate? 10 in about 4 hours. Yeah, I'm good. In about 4 hours of a 10-hour tattoo session. Jesus, man. What are you having tattooed there, mate? Is that like a full sleeve? Back? What? Leg? 10 hours. That's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot. And is that just one session, Ken, or is that the full lot? Have you got to go back for more? I used to work with a guy. He had the Man United Red Devil on the back of his calf. Like, only ever half done. And then one day he come in with like And he'd had it only after it been there for years because it had spread out and everything. So he'd obviously like couldn't carry on with it and never went back. And he came in one day with his calf, like masterpiece artwork on it. It was like, it was weird because I always just thought it must have been too painful for him. But then he come back with some masterpiece, honestly. She's going to a concert. She'll be in the centre then, won't she? I would have thought. Find out where she's going to the concert though, mate. Because if it's, hopefully it's not the Apollo. The Apollo's a little bit rough around that area. One of my female guppies had 70 fries. Jesus, man. The other day, easily 2 baby fries stuck together. And another female tied to 2 baby fries stuck together. 55, and she had 5 stuck together. I've heard this before, Reese. You know what? I think years ago I've had it myself. Is it would that be like a pH issue? I know pH can kind of determine male and female, can't it? I know you can kind of like get loads of females if you adjust the pH slightly. But I know I have heard of like Siamese twins, if you will. I have heard of that, but I don't know if it's related to, is it related to water conditions? Big 09 masks are ideal with a viper entwined. It's 2 10-hour sessions. Oh my god damn. Right side of my stomach. It's a kidney up to the ribs below my chest. Oh my god, mate. I want a photo of that, mate, when it's done on Insta. That sounds awesome though. Does sound awesome. I've just got a little thing on my back there. But I like a really good, proper, decent tattoo, you know. A guy I used to work with years ago, he had when he was in the army, he had a barbarian tattooed on his forearm. And he had it done in Germany because apparently that at the time Germany was the place to go for tattoos. And it was like a barbarian, and he was stood and he had woolly boots and everything. Honestly, the detail on it was just amazing. And you do see some now, don't you? You see some like proper like decent tats, mate. Yeah, I can't wait to see that, mate. She said she's going to the co-op live. Right, yeah. You're right in the centre of Manchester, Tracer. It's just the Apollos in a bit of a dodgier area, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah. Who's she going seeing, Tracer? Jax, good evening, buddy. Hope you're well. Fucking hurts on the ribs. I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. I'll bet it hurts on the ribs. I agree, Tracy. I think he's going to look amazing, that. He'd love a koi all the way up your leg. So we have had a fish delivery today, guys. We have had a fish delivery. Sam Fender. Yeah, I'm going to show my age there, Tracy. I'll be honest, I've never heard of him. That'll be showing my age, innit? It's probably proper famous, but I won't know. So we have got quite a bit to, well, not quite a bit, but there's a few things I want to kind of go over tonight as well. So I have so we have had a fish delivery. So we'll start off with that first. We've had a fish delivery. I've never been one for getting online orders because the delivery system around here is pretty poor. So I have ordered off Tropco. I did a kind of like a joint delivery with one of the lads that comes in the stream. Pete, he won't be in tonight. He's at a party. So we did a joint order. I ordered his stuff. He came up and collected it earlier on. We had a good chat. But everything came from Tropco, and I'll be honest with you, everything's just spot on. Got informed it had been picked up yesterday. I was a little bit dubious because the company that delivered it don't have a greatest of reputation around here. I've been in that game, so you kind of know when they don't. So I was a bit like, oh, no way. Anyway, this morning I got a message saying it'd be here between 10:20, 12:20. 10:30, he knocked on my door, or rung the bell, I should say. Went out to meet him, and he was like, mate, these are live fish, aren't they? I was like, yeah. He says, I've kept them on that side of the van. Nothing's gone near it. So I was like, proper looked after them. Everything's packed out well. Heat packs all over the place. Everything looked healthy in the bags. Everything, even Pete's stuff looked really, really good. So, yeah, fair dues. I will be ordering again, for sure. I will be ordering again. It's definitely worth it. When you get, especially, to be perfectly honest, it would have been worth it just for the red rainbows. With the price I paid for red rainbows, with the delivery, would have still been cheaper than what you can get red rainbows when you can get them, because I struggle getting them. So I've got red rainbows. They are completely silver, and I got 22 cardinals. So what I'll do, I will unhook us, and we'll have a bit of a mooch about. Just so I'll show you that. I'll show you around what I've got today. We'll just dink the camera around. So the red rainbows are currently, there was little beauties at the top there. Those silver, dinky little silverfish. They are only about an inch and a half. There's 6 of them. There's a couple over there as well. So yeah, I'm kind of really chuffed with them. They were like £5 each, which is pretty incredible, really. £5 each, so can't knock that. And then cardinals at the back there. As I say, I got 22 of them to go along with the 20-ish, 15 to 20-ish that were in there already. And yeah, there's about 10 of the new ones that are out there at the moment. So hopefully they will start showing their faces in the next couple of days. It'll probably be totally different tomorrow. Lights will go out tonight at 10. And then when the lights come on tomorrow, there's a good chance that they'll all be out there and the confidence will have grown overnight. So, yeah, happy days. One thing I did notice was a £436 plec. Oh, God. Me and Pete had a bit of a laugh about it because we were both seeing it. £436 on a fish that you, chances are you'll never see them. It's like, who's spending that? I'm gutted. I spent 140 quid on 2 gold nugget plex that I've not seen for nearly a year. What's the date today? It's the 6th today, so it's like 17 days off a full year. So let me just catch up on a bit of the chat. Yeah, Jack's Ken's in the seat at the moment, having a big tat done on his stomach. Is he all right, Tracy? Yeah, I can always I don't know nowadays. I listen to Radio 2. It's an old man channel. Yeah, Dane, I'm well impressed. I've always just been a bit dubious. More the delivery. It's always been about the delivery for me. But like I say, the company that were delivering it here was a bit like, oh no. But the guy that came, he was spot on. Like I say, he'd put him over the other side of his van so nothing went near. And everything was spot on when it came in. I have done a video of it. Just going to wait tomorrow. Hopefully there's a few more of the cardinals coming. I'll film them then. I was going to film the release, but the release of them doesn't look that great because the lights are out. The wave maker blew the bag over on the rainbow tank, so they all swum out anyway. So don't know whether to leave them in anyway as just like everything, just trying to film the delivery and everything, the tipping and everything just ended up going pear-shaped. So maybe keep it in as a bit of a comedy part of having fish delivered and trying to film it all at the same time. Oh, is you good with the old bow and arrow, goes your Jacks? Yeah. I used to love a bit of archery, mate, when I was a kid myself. I had a mate years ago, and he was training with Man United. This was like early 90s. He was training with Man United. Fergie liked him. Fergie signed him. Well, Fergie was set to sign him on the Monday, and he went playing football with a few of his mates on the Sunday. Broke his leg. Man United no longer signed him. Never had a football career. He probably would have been like part of the class of '92, which is pretty mad, isn't it? And I'll be honest with you, when he still tells the story now, 30 years on, chokes him up. He knew what he'd lost. All through going through a game of football with his mates, broke his leg, lost his entire football career. Gutting that, innit? Gutting that. There's something going on in the tank tonight. Oh, there's a weird, they're dying slow. Oh, really, mate? Is that, have you done your test for ammonia and all that? Oh man, it's weird, isn't it? How you can just get these problems all of a sudden. They were bagging, Dane, proper bagging. £5 each for the red rainbows is bagging. If I know that they grow to like 15 centimeters, otherwise I would have got more. But they are really young. So hopefully they're nice and healthy and they grow out once they start getting to the bozeman size and they start colouring up. Oh God, red rainbows are like spectacular. I think they're Iranian reds, Jacks, not red salmons. I think they're Iranian red. I think they are, but they're nowhere near red at the moment. They don't start colouring up till I think they're about 2 years old. I think red rainbows, and there's no way in the world they're 2 years old. So yeah, we've got a long time to wait, but it should be good fun. Tracy, I can highly recommend Tropco. And obviously, I'll launch the video. It'll probably launch maybe Sunday. I'll see. It depends. I'm saying Sunday. I've got a load of editing to do on it as well. So I won't launch it as a usual Thursday video. It may get launched Monday, something like that. But I'm not really like counting on it as it's not going to be launched on the channel as a main video. It's just an unboxing. I've never had a fish delivery before. Never really fancied it. I'll be honest. It's Dane and Will, and they've kind of taught me into using Tropco. I've got to admit, they have taught me into it, and fair dues, can't knock it. Will lives near the place as well, and he told me like the tanks are spotless. I've gone off everything they said. I've even tipped their water in from the bag, which, like, until I really do see a place, it's something I wouldn't do. But that's what they recommend to do. So because I was filming it, I wanted to do everything how they recommended to do it. And I'll be honest, I just think tipping fish into a net and then straight into the tank, this is nothing more stressful. Don't know. I've always never really been a fan of that form of moving your fish from bag to tank. I think Tracy, I'm having early beliefs in my head that Dane owns Tropco. He's like, yeah, do it. Order off Tropco. Dane owns Tropco. Sure of it. He's a part of the sales team at least. No, but yeah, it's spot on. It is. I might even tell them next time that I'm going to do an unboxing. You never know; they might sponsor the channel. Hey, you got to try, haven't you? Got to try. That's the thing about placos. You don't pay to see them. You pay to know. That's, yeah, mate. That's what I've done. I paid £140 to know. Well, I'd say I've paid £140 to know that there's 2 plecs in there. I don't really know that they're in there anymore. If one would just show me its tail, so I'm like, no way, look, there's the gold nugget plec. I'd be buzzing. Then I'd know that they're in there, and it reminded me, reminded rest a little bit. It's just because it's nearly a year. It's 17 days off a year. 23rd of December was the last time I saw him. Date stamped on my phone because I photographed him. It's like, where the hell are goddamn have these plecs gone? Every other plec in there comes out. Them though. Oh, proper knobheads. Proper knobheads. Yeah, Steve. It's just so I can see who comes in more. You know, the ones that come in all the time. I suss it out all my regulars, mate, and they do help out as well. So that's kind of, it's not because it's such a small channel. It's not kind of like moderators, if you will, checking everything over. It's more for me to look at my regulars that come in and that. And seeing as you are a regular, Steve, I think you'd notice a lot of them do it. A lot of the live streamers do it, so you can check out your regulars, mate, all the time. And it's good for like people coming with names that are really, really close to each other. Are they the same? Are they the same, Jack? So I've never heard them called salmon red before, but that's obviously it's the different countries, isn't it? But yeah, I'm kind of excited about them because they're the ones I've wanted red rainbows for ages. God, they're so small though. They're like an inch and a half. They're tiny. I'll tell you how small they are. When I first got them out, I thought, oh, they're not bad size. Them cardinals. It's like, it was dark though. It was dark. But yeah, the cardinals are like proper dinky. The cardinals are around probably about 12 mil. But no, they're gonna look awesome though. They're already looking great now with an extra 10. When the others come out of hiding, then that shoal's gonna look awesome. You are part of the sales team, aren't you, Dane? I know it. They have some. To be honest, I was pretty amazed at Corys. Is something I love Corys, but I've never really like looked into them in depth on the different types of Corys that you can get. And I just thought an albino Cory was an albino Cory, but actually it's not, is it? So each type of Cory has its own like albino variant, which is pretty mad. So like you get gold laser line albino Corys, and they're bloody stunning. So yeah, there's loads of different types of albinos, which is like I'm gonna have to. I will be looking into these Tropco more now. Some of the stuff they get is pretty special. Sorry, Dane. Don't believe much that I say, Jack. I'm just winding Dane up because Dane talked me into using Tropco on the stream and on Instagram. He's been hitting me from both directions. I was only joking about him owning Tropco. It's just and then because as soon as Tracy said she was going to have a look at Tropco, it was like, do it. It was just having a laugh, mate. You don't, unless he does. You never know. No, he doesn't. He owns Maidenhead Aquatics. He owns them all. He pays me £1 a week to mention the names. He won't pay me more than that though. It's proper tight it is. And he didn't even give me any discount when I bought fish from Tropco. He's just a peddler. He peddles people's addiction on buying fish. That's the problem, though, isn't it? Joking aside, that is the problem with buying fish online. Oh my god! Because you're just adding it, aren't you? Just pressing add to basket. Oh yeah, of course. I have to watch. I ran up a $4,000. I was only like early 20s. I ran up a $4,000 credit card bill in a weekend on eBay, buying everything, fishing stuff, music albums. Honestly, I bought like the whole catalogue of Cypress Hill on CD. It's like, honestly, I'm just like doing silly things. You $4,000 anyway in a weekend. You don't realise how much you're spending. No. And now I've proper put the pressure on Dane now. I've bought a new aquarium book, tells you everything about tanks and all different types of fish. Which one is it, Reese? Send me a picture of it, mate, on Twitter if you can, mate. I like good fish books, mate. I do. I have started reading the Ultimate Betta book as well, which are two great. Like that and the shrimp book. I'll show you in a bit. They're proper decent. Yeah, Jax works in he does work in a shop in Czech, so he has the power. He has probably more power than all of us, and everything seems a lot cheaper in Czech as well. Cheers, Jay. I'm all right, mate. I'm not 100%. I'm kind of I'm on a lot of codeine. I kind of went out, just had a little bit of a walk before, and I could feel it straight away. I've been told to try and walk a bit more. I do quite active, me. The problem is, I've been told try not to do much lifting, try not to do much sitting down, and do quite a bit of walking. And my job consists of sitting down and walking whilst lifting. So Monday will be interesting when I'm back in work because I can't collapse in work again, can I? So that'll be interesting. Hopefully the codeine will see me through. Oh yes, Steve, you'll definitely get a decent setup with that kind of money. Was it a bad? I take it was a bad smash, was it, Steve? 22 grand. That'll get you a nice big tank, that mate, for sure. Yeah, this is what I'm kind of realizing, Jax. I've always just thought an albino koi was an albino koi, but yeah, loads and loads of different types. Pretty mad, really. And I like I say the amount of different fish on Tropco, especially cories, is quite good. But you do talk money, don't you, with cories? That's the only problem. You're looking at like pure wedge. Gonna get another keel. That's Bonnie, that one, Dane, that you got in it. Proper nice. I struggle with the Venezuelan ones, Jax. I got some. I'm just gonna grab another water, guys. I grabbed some on more than one occasion. I've got some Venezuelan blacks, and I've tried them in like different tanks, and I never have any success with them whatsoever. The Venezuelan blacks. Now I have got Venezuelan orange in the rainbow tank. Now they do come out, but them blacks. See, I do like the black cories. I do think they're pretty cool, but god damn, man, I just can't keep them alive. Just can't keep them alive. Really, really struggle. The shrimp book, Tracy, is absolutely brilliant, mate. It really is. I'm trying to move things around without knocking my drink everywhere like I did on Monday. Oh god, what a nightmare that ended up Monday night, didn't it? What a nightmare Monday night stream ended, and then just roller coasted into Tuesday. God, what a day I had Tuesday. Yeah, bloke coming the opposite way, crossed over and hit me. Tipped my side, shot across the road on my side. Oh, down. Oh my God, Steve. When was that, mate? Was that? That's not great, is it? That's good to hear, Ross, but be careful, mate. The codeine, highly. I know, Jay. I hate codeine, mate, to be honest. I'm not really. I have to watch. I'm supposed to take 2 every 4 hours. I'm taking 1 every 4 hours because you can't drive. You're very careful for driving on codeine, so I have to be really, really, really careful. I know. Don't sit down for too long. I drive for a living. But I'll be honest. The service I got terrible, mate. Terrible. Refused an ambulance through 999, even though I collapsed. Refused ambulance, told to make my own way to hospital. Just like, I don't know. I got delivered to A&E in a truck. That's what it was like. A&E, big truck, air brakes. There you go. Cheers. That's how I got taken to A&E. Absolute, just terrible. Really fine sand and high aeration. High flow is best. Yeah, they kind of got that. I don't have fine sand, mate. I do have like a small gravel, which I've never really found a problem with quarries. But everything else, like high aeration, all my tanks have loads of air running through. Flow. Don't really know, mate. Don't really know. Good evening, Will. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, mate. I've got a newfound love for angels at the moment, Reese. I'm a bit gutted though. I am a bit gutted that they aren't. They aren't. I'm glad I noticed though. I'm just glad I noticed that they weren't the red devil angels that I'm looking for. I'll keep my eyes peeled, but now I've got my eyes open now for different types of angels to see if I can just get a few different ones on the go. 2 flipping years ago now. It's taken ages to come through. Hence why I can't get it open. What's that codeine? I know I hate codeine, Steve. Hate it. I to be honest, like it was it's like 7 years ago I did a tendon in my arm. And like I didn't have any pain relief or anything when I did it, but when the operation it gave me tramadol. And we all know tramadol how. And I was just having 2 tramadol a day. And I went to see my physio, and it was about 6 weeks after the operation, and he said, "Are you still taking pain relief?" I was like, "Yeah, I still just take 2 tramadol a day." And he was like, "Oh, you need to stop that. You can't keep taking them tramadol." And I was like, "Yeah, I will stop." So I did, and I did stop. I did stop straight away. But the next day, like my mum and dad came up to the flat because I couldn't do anything. That arm was just rendered useless. So it was kind of certain things I just couldn't really do. So my dad used to come up every day, but my mum and dad came up, and it was the height of summer, and I was sat in my chair, shivering, and I was like, "God, it's cold today, isn't it?" And they're like, "No, it's not cold today." Anyway, yeah, it was me coming off tramadol. I never touched it since. It's bad stuff. It's bad stuff. What's right? Hang on a minute, Jax. Hang on a minute. I need to have a look. CW11, 111. Let's have a gander. Vulcan Quarries. Oh yeah, they're pretty hot as well, aren't they? Yeah, mate. Even says they're rarely seen in the UK. I've got to admit, mate, I've never seen them before. But they are pretty awesome, aren't they? For those that haven't Googled it, that is what we're on about. CW111 Corridor. Pretty rare Corey, £125 in the UK, €400 in Europe. So, yeah, they're to be honest, mate, in time, like that, again, getting into like breeding things like that, getting a little setup just for breeding things like that would be awesome, wouldn't it? It's a great painkiller, tramadol, Steve, isn't it? But oh God, I don't know. I was like, I didn't even realize, but my body had become kind of dependent on it. Shivering, cold turkey like for a good 24 hours. But it's all right. The heroin soon sorted that out. Only joking. It's the liter of whiskey that does it, and vodka. It's got to be like if you can get. Oh God, if you can get them breeding, imagine getting them breeding at 125 quid a go. Pure wedge. Change it back to the fish talk. I'm going for rimless. Right. So Steve, what I did, mate, I did go down to a glazier's in Bury where I live. Spoke to them, and they said, right, do a template of your tank. So I got some thick wallpaper, lining paper, and I made a template, of the top of the tank, and then where I wanted the holes cutting out for the pipes. And then also I had then like I think it's probably about 15 centimeters slit right across. So, and then I put the see-through hinges on there, which I got from Amazon. And if you want that, mate, I'll send you the link to the hinges from Amazon, because they've been on there now for about 18 months, and the moisture has not affected the glue on the hinges, and the hinges are spot on. They are clear, the glue's clear. I am like over the moon with my lid, mate. So all the edges are all smoothed off. Done a great job. They did do a great job, but yeah, it was just a glaziers, and they sorted it all out for me. I got 3 tanks done, 2 smaller ones. Obviously, that's the more pricey one. But I think it was like it's about 250 quid for the lot. But I've never looked back. I do clean them, like I just take them off and clean them once a month, and they clean up really well. And once they're cleaned up, they look spot on again. That's got some weight in it, and it is a little bit tricky to take off and put back on. It's not tricky, it's just because it's glass on glass. You've just got to be super careful, aren't you? So, but yeah, it's top. And you can't, from here, you can't really see that there's a lid on it. You know what I mean? So you don't lose the rimless effect if you level with it. But it was losing 12 pints of water a day, that tank, through evaporation. So I had to have something done with it. Yeah, it's like that, Reese, with all the rainbows. All the males are way more colourful. It just because they're so young. I had the opportunity to buy in some rainbows about 18 months ago, reds. There were 4 in the shop, I think there was. But they look so tatty and crappy. But that's just not realising that is red rainbows. They are really, really tatty when they're young. So these aren't really tatty, they're just dead small. Like I say, they're only like 1.5 inches. So they've got another 10 centimeters to grow, you know. So like they are proper young. They may only really be probably like maybe 6 months old, something like that at the most. They are stunning, Tracer. They are, but they just had problems with water loss. That is the main thing. It's the water loss. Evaporation's crazy. If you've got a load of rimless, you need an air conditioner or dehumidifier. But then again, you see, you put a dehumidifier or an air conditioner in because it's the same kind of thing. And they raise the level of evaporation. So it's a really tricky situation with the rimless. You know, if you put air conditioning in a room with a rimless aquarium, that tank's going to empty faster, twice as fast, if not 3 times as fast as what it would without air conditioning in there. Same with dehumidifier. When I used to work for the insurance companies drying water damaged buildings out, anyone that had fish tanks, we used to have to say, look, you're going to have to keep an eye on your fish tank level because that water will drop, and it will drop rapidly, especially with marine. You have to be extra careful with marine, because if you're dropping that water level through evaporation too fast, that water quality changes quick. That coral dies straight away. So something I have to be really careful for. Hi, Eat Healthy. Hope you're well, buddy. Thanks for joining us. What's your water quality like, mate? Check for ammonia, nitrates. Nitrates aren't too bad anyway, mate. You don't really have to worry You don't have to worry about them too much. But I definitely check for like ammonia and nitrite for sure. You have to watch as well, mate. I'm not quite sure what it's like in the States, but all live bearers, there's a massive problem with interbreeding, mate, and just proper thinning down that bloodline. So you do have to be careful. Reese, the guppy guy here, he'll tell you all about it, mate. It's too much like interbreeding. Got to try and break that bloodline. But yeah, check for your ammonia. If you've added fish, you always got to kind of keep an eye out. There might be a little spike in ammonia, depending on how old your tank is as well. If your tank is relatively new, any addition of fish can kind of give you an ammonia spike over the next few days. I will keep an eye on this because I added 22 cardinals in there, but the cardinals are tiny. I don't think for 1 minute that it's going to affect just because of the amount of fish that are in there, but we'll keep an eye on it. Do some water tests and that. There'll be a water change on that tank tomorrow anyway, so that should help with the addition of what went in there today. Angels, you can, Reese, but angels just get to a point, mate, when they're breeding, they are really aggressive, and your guppies are cop out for it, mate. They're not as angelic as what the name suggests they are, you know. Yeah, I'm a bit wary of what you put with angel fish, mate. They're a little bit so calm and peaceful when they're not breeding, but once they're breeding, they are crazy. I'm just like, it's another level. It's another level. This tank at the moment, you can see it's a little bit bubbly at the top because I have treated it with Melafix. I treated it with Melafix a couple of days ago because one of my angels, actually, which one is it? It's the I'm not sure if it's classed as a Dalmatian or a panda angel. Looking into angels a bit more. Tails had a little bit of a beating. I think it's possibly from the cribs. I'm gonna try and get rid of the cribs over weekend as well, and see if a neighbour wants them. Try and get rid of some of the cribs in this tank because it's getting a bit crib heavy. You know what they're like for breeding, a bit crazy. And then I have put Melafix in both tanks today, just as a kind of helps condition the water when you add new fish, especially when they've had a 24-hour journey to get here. Because you no longer have a hood, you are finding water. I do a little bit, Steve, but my water's just not hard at all, mate. It's like the softest water going. My tap water's 39 to 40 ppm on a TDS meter, so I do get the salts coming around a little bit, mainly like where at the back where the bubbles are coming up. You do get a little bit of salts there, but that's mainly because I add salts to my water on my water changes. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping there will be some males in there, Jax. Yeah, they're a bit different to reds anyway, aren't they? They just do take a little bit more to colour up. But I'll get the brine shrimp hatchery is going to go on when I finish stream tonight. I'm going to start to get them fed up a little bit. I do anyway. They get well fed, my fish. I don't overfeed. I don't underfeed. I think I'm probably just about right. Can tell I'm just about right because of the snail population in the smaller tanks. So I know I'm kind of get it right. I'm not overrun with snails, so. Where do you think is my best chance of getting a pair of pistogram coccydes in Greater Manchester? I was going to Aqua Home, but they've shut. Sam, thanks for joining us, mate. Have Aqua Home shut down? The one at Leyland. I didn't know that shut down, mate. Oh bloody hell, that's a shock, mate. That is a shock. Wow, I didn't know that. I'd say it's a shock, mate, because it's a bloody great shop, isn't it? Wow. No way. That's proper knocked me back, that, mate. That's knocked me back, because I talk about that shop regularly because it's really good. In fact, I'm actually like talking to Reese about it. But yeah, yeah, mate. I'm laughing. Sorry, mate. I'm laughing at Dane, because I knew Dane straight away would come on Tropco. Hey, I've just got a delivery from Tropco, and everything's been spot on, mate. And you will definitely get them from there, mate. I'm probably the most wary person about buying fish online, and today it's mad because today I have had a Tropco delivery, and it's spot on. Can't knock it, mate. I can't knock it. So Tropco, mate, they'll definitely have them. If you want to go and look, I hate recommending the place. The Abyss in Stockport. I'm only going to say that once because I have beef with that place. So, but yeah, Tropco, mate. If you drive though, Sam, if you drive, it's always well worth maybe looking in at the Maidenhead Aquatics, at the Knot Cuts in Ashton Underline. If you can travel out a little bit more, which I take it you can because you've mentioned Aqua Home, go the other way on the M6, mate, and go to Maidenhead Aquatics at Wigan. It's in a little garden centre. Well, it's on a little shop out just on the side of the garden centre. But yeah, some great fish in there. I've got to admit, I don't think it's very often. Have I ever seen a Pistos in there? I don't really think I've seen a Pistos in there, mate. I will be honest with you. I don't think I have. But now, Reese might know Pear Aquatics. Pear Aquatics may have. Reese goes in there a lot more than what I do. So there's a good chance that you know. Rainbow fish. Sorry, mate. I thought you meant the angels. Yeah, because rainbow fish aren't aggressive, mate, at all. They should be fine. I've never known them to be aggressive anyway, so I don't think they go for the frilly tails, to be perfectly honest, mate. It might be worth just trying a couple to start off with, but I think you should be okay. I can't believe Aqua Home's gone. Oh, that's mad, that, isn't it? That's mad, that. I once wanted to make a rainbow fish tent with park and sonar, and other species was. I had park and sonar jacks, not up to like probably about 6 weeks ago. And they're my favourites, but they kind of, I don't really understand why, but they all died on the same day. Water tests were right, but for all the same species to die on the same day was a little bit weird, because I had 4 in there. Yeah, really weird. But the park and sonar, they do have park and sonar at Tropco at the moment, but I did buy 6 of the red rainbows instead, and I'm kind of like looking at it thinking, yeah, it is pretty well stacked now. I'd like to maybe put 20 cardinals in there as well. I like my schooling fish, me guys, I do. Gotta go, mate. Pizza night. Steve, enjoy your pizza, mate. Hope you're well. Keep safe, buddy, and we'll see you soon. If I did work there, every single fish. I know, mate. I'm the same. I used to sell trainers years ago, and I had more trainers than Nike. I had loads, mate. Crazy. And I know I'd be exactly the same with fish and tanks. Imagine it, tanks. Bleeding nightmare. Catherine, how are you doing, mate? Thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good week. Good evening, Norwegian. Thanks for joining us, buddy. They're merging with some Stockport place, but only doing click and collect on dry goods. You know what? I bet it's the Abyss, mate. I bet it's the Abyss. I do get. Yeah, sorry, Jax. I have just looked back. I have just back. See what, mate? It didn't register, mate. It didn't register. It's very clever, actually, mate. I blame the codeine, Jax. I blame the codeine. Oh, you know what, Jax? That is very clever, actually, mate. Fair dues to you. Fair dues to you. And I don't really know why I haven't picked up on that. That straight over my head, that, didn't it? Straight over. I'm okay now, Norwegian. I have had a bit of a rough week, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, better now. Better now. I spent so much time and money on doing the place up to how it's improving it and just chat. I don't get it, Sam. To be honest, I used to like going there because if I go to an aquarium, I tend to take my mum out with me because she likes the garden centres. So she always kind of comes out with me. It's gets her out the house since like my dad passed away. Or gets her out the house. She'll go around the garden centre. I'll go and have a look at the fish. There tends to be a little cafe in there, and the cafe up there was really good. You got some really good food. So we used to be like a couple of hours out, go and get some food and all that. That used to be a really decent garden centre, a really decent aquarium, and really decent cafe. And you've got to take all that into consideration, haven't you, when you're going out buying? You've got to fill your own belly as well. Pear Aquatics, best shop in Wigan. Yeah, it is, Reese, actually. Yeah, it is very good, isn't it? So that's one that's well worth looking at, Sam, if you've not been. But Reese will be able to tell you if they've got a pistos in. I don't even. Do the Pear Aquatics have an online live kind of stock count? The catalogue. Do they have a live catalogue? I'm not quite sure. You've been better. Why? What's wrong, Catherine? Oh, you're going. No problem, mate. Oh, keep well, kiddo. You know what? I enjoyed it eventually as well, mate. Like I said, I blame the codeine. That's all I can put it down to. White platinum female guppy died. Oh, no way. Let's check your water conditions, mate. Make sure everything else is all right. Codeine made you forget. Yeah, mate, that's codeine wrecks my head anyway. I don't operate too great on codeine, to be honest. So that's why I've only like half measuring. So I rattle at the moment. I'm taking codeine, ibuprofen, and paracetamol. So I can't have too much codeine. It proper wrecks my world. The 5 red-tailed sharks, monkey cheese, in the same tank. That's dicing with death, that, mate. Unless it's a massive tank, that's proper like asking for trouble, that, mate. I take my mum to Garden Centre Aquarium. So yeah, mate. They're all good, aren't they? I love it, mate. I tell you what, Sam, if you can travel about, mate, go to the knot cuts at Woodford. The Maidenhead Aquatics there is really, really good. And the food there is really good. Got to think with your belly, man. You got to think with your belly. But yeah, the Maidenhead at Woodford is top notch, mate. And I'll be honest, if the cafe is busy, there's a pub opposite, and they do some great food as well. That's where I actually was in there on Saturday. I went because I took my mum Christmas shopping dinner on Saturday. So yeah, I kind of we ducked in there and got some food in that pub. It was well nice. Can't beat a good scran. See a picture of what the... Okay, Dane, I will check that out, mate. Darren Tullett, thanks for joining us, buddy. Can I ask you, is there any particular CO2 diffuser I recommend? Fairly new to this, and the ceramic discs seem to block every 3 weeks. So, right, Darren, yeah, I do run a CO2 tank, right? So we'll go and have a look over there, mate, just so you can have a look at my CO2 tank, and I'll show you my diffuser while we're over there, mate. So when I got into the CO2, I am new to the CO2, mate. I've only been doing it probably about just over 12 months, and it's a little bit of an experiment for me at the moment. So this is my CO2 tank. I have trimmed the rotala at the back, which is growing in nicely and reddening up, which is pretty decent. There's quite a few air bubbles coming onto that as well. And the Rhinokai Mini is growing in pretty well now at the back. But there's my CO2 diffuser there, mate. I use the CO2 Art one. Now, I know what you mean about them blocking up. So what they say is every month or so, when your CO2 kicks in the morning, mate. So what you do is you get a bleach. Right, you're gonna think, oh god, this guy's a crank, but it works. It works, mate. And I have tried it. So when your CO2 starts coming through your CO2 diffuser, take it out of the tank. Don't turn it off. Take it out of the tank. Run it in a bleach solution of, I believe, 4:1. So 4 parts water to 1 part bleach. And just have it running in there 10, 15 minutes, Darren, and it'll clean it all out. Then have it running for about 30 minutes in a cup of water and dechlorinator. I did do a stronger dechlorinator solution just to be safe, but leave it running in there for about half an hour, mate, and it cleans it all out. And it's safe to put back in the tank just as a backup, mate, for you, because if some nutter on YouTube told me to start using bleach, I'd be like, what? Because that's what I was thinking. George Farmer does a video on it as well, mate, on his channel, so it is just worth checking that out. But yeah, mate, I've used bleach, and it was like, it's one of them that you think, no way in the world you're using bleach in your fish tank. But as long as your dechlorinator's strong enough and that, it's sound. And I do believe that yeah, I know Will's kind of said in the chat as well. But yeah, it's one of them you think, bleach, no way in the world am I using bleach. But yeah, it works, mate. Works well. There you go, Sam. So yeah, Pier Aquatics, Sam. I don't know if you've ever been there, but that's it is a really good place. Good for Plex as well. I'm gonna have to go back in there. I've not been for a while. Have you heard of glass-bellied guppies? I haven't heard of glass-bellied guppies. Reese may have heard of glass-bellied guppies. They're see-through glass bellies. So you see when they're pregnant, you can buy a pair for $50. Jesus. I wanted to breed brass belly guppies, but $50 is 500 Norwegian krona. Like $50, if it starts 50 American dollars, mate, it's still like £40, 40, £45 in English pounds. I've never seen any pastels in there before, which is weird seeing as they're so focused on South America. Mike, good evening, buddy. Hope you're well. I'll be off for today. Got to go to work tomorrow morning for a bit. Have a great weekend, guys. Good evening, Jax. Thanks for joining us, mate. Have a good sleep, mate. Have a good day in work as well, mate. But thanks for joining us, mate. It's always nice to have you popping in, mate. It is. It's nice to see you. Yeah, Reese does deal a lot with Pair Aquatics as well, Sam. So, yeah, not a problem, Darren. Just reading Will's comment there. You know, this is it now, you know, Day, and everyone's going to think you own Tropco, mate. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad, isn't it? How one little thing can just like... Love it. If anyone who's in at the moment that isn't a subscriber to the channel, if you can dink that subscribe button, that'd be brilliant. We do 4 live streams a week, unless I'm in hospital. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. till around about 10, depending on light, obviously. And then Saturday afternoons from around about 2 p.m. I also launch a video on Thursday afternoons. This week's is a Cardinal Tetra care guide. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's well worth checking out. I think it's a great video. I'm trying to jazz the videos up a little bit. So if you haven't checked it out, do check it out, please. You will enjoy it. My channel is full of information on aquariums, all kinds, mainly rainbow fish based. We are kind of branching out a little bit. There will be a video probably launching maybe Monday afternoon, which is just a little bit of a bonus video, really, which is the Tropco delivery that I've received today. So it's nothing. It's not a great video. It's not a great video. The lights aren't on, but I was going to do a live stream of it, but I am on the sick, and I just thought, if a boss sees me doing a live stream, I'm on the sick, so I videoed it instead. So I will put it out. I will put it on there. Kind of all goes a little bit wrong towards the end anyway, releasing the fish, because you can't see the fish get released because the cardinal's dead small, the lights are out, you don't see it. I turned around to film the release of the red rainbows, but the wave maker had blown the bag over and they'd all swam out anyway. So it was like, oh man. So yeah, when you try to film a release video, unboxing a delivery of fish and release them into your tank video, and it all just goes proper pear shapes at the end. So we'll put it all on there anyway. It's maybe even if I had it as a when it all goes wrong instead. So Who knows? Who knows? No, I do try and get it all to follow on with each other. Will I do when I do the care guides? I do tend to I like to start off with the origins of where the fish come from, and then kind of go into their natural habitat and the water conditions, and then what you how you bring that into your aquarium, and the water conditions you need in your aquarium, and then feeding tank mates. And I kind of try and do it like a bit like a story to go all the way through. I do try. Just try to get people to watch all the way through these videos, mate. It's so difficult, as you know, Mike. It's difficult. It is, mate. Yeah, that's the one I use, Darren. Yeah, it's just to dechlorinate. It's one you add to your water just to make it safe for your tanks. But yeah, mate. Yeah, your water conditioner. It's it's pretty mad when you're thinking bleach, but that's just plain bleach, though, mate. None of that bleach with lemon and all that rubbish. Just plain bleach. But it does work. Thing is, Reese, he says glass-bellied guppies, mate, right? Yeah, but there's a real good chance that they carry a different name in this country, mate. So I remember this because it was like one of the first ever live streams we did. Someone came on and started talking about black skirt tetras, and I was like, "Oh, mate, I've never heard of black skirt tetras." And at the time, I couldn't come off and have a look on the laptop because I had the laptop running in the background, clocking up the watch hours. Because that's why we started doing the live streams. I wanted to get the watch hours up. When I came off stream and I googled black skirt tetras, black widows. So there is a good chance that they have a different name in the UK, mate. Although it's like, let's see if we can get it. That's one there. You'll know better than me, mate, if they're named as anything else in the UK. But that is, in all fairness, they are pretty cool. They are pretty cool. So they may just carry a different name in the UK, would they? So it is weekend. Are any of us going out getting anything this weekend? I don't mean drunk. Is anyone going out getting new additions, new tanks, new fish? I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out on Tropco now because I want those angels. I want Red Devil angels. I did look on Tropco. There is some Belgian. I think the Belgian angels. On the picture, they look pink, and I was like, "Oh God, they look pink." But when you Google it, they're not. It's just a white. You got to watch sometimes, but. So the koi guppies, yeah, it's mad, isn't it? The different names that they get. I've noticed it with like doing the research on some of the videos, like peppered cories. They carry loads of different names. Red-tailed sharks. Oh God, they have loads of different names. Red-tailed sharks. Shazad, I do it all myself, mate. You're lucky, Will. You're lucky having Tropco on your doorstep, mate, aren't you? Really lucky. Yeah, I'm skint as well, Tracer. Even more so now, everything's just gone up more. Right, I'll get 10 if this 11. Yeah, I think you should, Will. They have quite a range of Ottos as well. They had some pretty decent sized Otto Sinclair in there that I think like 3 inches. It's like, Jesus, they had some really different Ottos in Tropco as well. It's definitely it's gone under my radar, but could end up proving very, very expensive on the wallet. Cheers, Stuart. I've only got 4 in there at the moment. I did have to euthanize one of my pearls. It was proper struggling, and there was nothing you could do to help him, so I had to euthanize him. There is 4 in there at the moment. A red devil koi, as now I know it's a red devil koi. I believe that's a panda or maybe a Dalmatian. Can't remember what the silver one's called now, and then we've got a black marble. But yeah, I'm kind of looking to. I want some red devil angels, so that would be cool. Corridors, roses. So that's one. Have I mentioned? Have I lost anything there? I'm gonna have to have a look at them myself now, Will, aren't I? People come up with these names. There's some great fish that you just like go under your radar. Oh, they're cool as well, aren't they? Oh, they are proper cool. See, I like my, as you know, I like my peppered cories. And they're kind of like pretty similar. They are pretty similar for those who don't know what we're on about. Them there. Corridor Habrosus. I take it as Habrosus. I not too great on the Latin names, to be perfectly honest, but it sounds good to me. That it's like not much. After trying. Yeah, mate. I do like Harlequins as well, Stuart. But I have just there is a few of them out at the moment, so we'll have a quick dink round. But as you can see at the back there, that's not all of them though. Yeah, so I had like 15 to 20, I think it was, cardinals in there, and I've just added another 22 cardinals. So we just plugged back in. So yeah, I've just added another 22 cardinals. So there's around about 40 cardinals in my angel tank at the moment. With a black background, just makes them look spectacular. I like my schooling stuff, mate. I do. Neon guppies, golden guppies, koi guppies, premium guppies. They have elephant guppies. Well, I've never heard of them either. Have elephant guppies got big ears or big trunks, Reese, is it? Yeah, it helps when you spell guppy right as well, doesn't it? Oh yeah, mate. You know what? I was kind of having a bit of a laugh, but they're pretty awesome as well, aren't they? Oh man. So they kind of have. And then you just go and do something like that to hide everything. But yeah, they kind of quite big fins that look like ears. There's some beautiful fish out there, though, isn't there? There is. There's some beautiful fish out there. Cores are my favourite. I used to breed gold lasers. They're awesome. I have got some gold lasers in the rainbow tank, mate. I do like cores myself, mate. Big fan. Big fan. Do you have is that a motorbike, Will, or pedal bike, just out of interest? Or is it a bike that you've designed yourself that pedals itself? Because you're like our resident tinkerer, aren't you? I always know the English name of fish, but in Dutch it sometimes a completely different name. So I'm translating the English to Dutch. Yeah, as if I know, mate. It is mad how they all change and they all have different names. Tell me, I've never heard of such fish. So I'll whip out my phone and Google Dutch name. Yeah, mate. This is it. This is it. So you have cardinals with angels, amongst other things. I have 24 cardinals. What is advised against keeping with angels? Smaller fish. What's your opinion on this? I don't have a problem with keeping cardinals with angels, mate. My angels are at a size where they don't go after him. Now they're fine, mate. I don't have a problem with it. I've actually just done a cardinal care guide, mate. Angels can be a little bit aggressive, and you do have to keep an eye on them on the size that they grow to. But currently, at the moment, mine are fine. I do have to keep an eye on with the smaller ones that I've added to, but the angels aren't paying any interest in them anyway. So some of my smaller cardinals that I've got today have gone to ground a little bit. Hoping over the next couple of days they will come out, mate. But no, neon tetras I wouldn't put with angels because they don't grow to the size. But cardinal tetras grow to about 3.5 centimeters. So yeah, they're quite fine, and they're quite fast as well, mate, for getting out of the way as well. Yeah, I don't have a problem with cardinals and angels. You just got to watch, like when we've bought. I've actually bought 34 cardinals from Tropco today. 12 gone to Pete, the guy who comes into the stream. So 22 have gone into there, and they are only small, but say the angels haven't paid any attention to them. Yeah, mate. Rainbow fish are something else, Stuart, aren't they? I've just got 6 reds as well, but they are like proper tiny. They're only young, so no colour at the moment. But can't wait for them to colour up. They're going to be awesome. I'm a bit of a fool though, because I was going to order some more blues, and when I ordered, I just didn't give it a thought. But yeah, I should have ordered maybe 3 or 4 more blues as well. I've never, as I've seen, they have spawned before my bows runs, mate. They were spawning actually yesterday. That's the beauty of being off on the sick at the moment. To actually see the angels are the rainbows are spawning like crazy in the mornings at the moment. But yeah, never really getting young from them, mate, because my tanks are all pretty well stocked, to be perfectly honest. So I get young crebensis, but they are like just amazing parents. So they look after the young really well. So you do tend to get a few little baby cribs knocking about. I get baby handlers because they breed that bloody many that you're bound to get a few. As for the angel, sadly, I never really seem to get any angelfish babies. I think I've had Cory babies because I've seen a couple of little smaller Corys in the angel tank behind me. Snake skin guppies. Oh mate, look at that. Snake skin guppies, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Like, you don't really tell if it comes through proper on screen, but some guppies are just amazing, aren't they? They are. And like, even like the one on the end there, Reese will be able to tell us more, but like the electric blue one there, like a tank of them, just fantastic, aren't they? Just something else. Turquoise are amazing. I do like them, Stuart. I do. I do have 4 at the moment. I'd like to add to it. Did have a few more, but yeah, some of my blues took a bit of a hit. Same time as my Parkinsoni, actually. There was obviously something that was going on in there. Managed to, but I actually started treating them with a parasite treatment. So maybe that's what it was, because the blues survived, the Parkinsoni I didn't. So yeah, it probably was a parasite, but I'd like to add more too. I do like Congo tetras as well. I do. Yeah, pretty cool. Just another load of cold water. Just another load of cold water. Is that what have you had hatched there, Tracer? Hill streams. More. 50 of the snake skin guppies. They are stunning, them, Reese, aren't they? What kind of prices do they go for, Reese? Snake skins? Because they're special, aren't they? Like a 4-foot tank of just guppies just looks awesome, doesn't it? That's kind of the way I'm going with that. With the cardinals, I want a big school of cardinals. I will add more. Cardinals that I think. I know next time I do a Tropco order, I'll probably be ordering another 20 cardinals. Kind of love them. Got it's that school. It's just a nice big school of cardinals. Just looks so good. Right. So while I remember, anyway, because we've been kind of discussing something away from the stream, me and Tracy. So we always get the same people that come in regular, don't we? We know it's like me, Tracy, Will, Reese, Mike, Jax, Ken comes in. I'm just going through. So everyone that comes in, like our regulars. So I'm thinking the Friday stream, before Christmas, we make it a bit like a social event, a bit of a Christmas party kind of thing. Couple of beers. I'd like maybe next year, if the channel grows over the next year, we'd end up doing some giveaways, but we won't be able to do that this year because I just can't afford to. So, but yeah, so we're kind of going to make the Friday stream before Christmas. I think Christmas Day falls on a Wednesday, doesn't it? So we kind of have a Christmas party on the Friday. I think, so yeah, I think we're going to try and do that. Tracy's idea. She was like, should we try and do a social? Because it is a social event, isn't it? We all talk about all sorts. It's not always just things aquatic, is it? So what do you think, guys? We all have a bit of a Christmas party. Fishkeeper Club Christmas party. That's cool. So we're willing to do that. That's sweet. You go Christmas shopping. That's the beauty of what we have here, Mike. We do tend to be able to swap for like food and things like that, or other fish. A lot of our fish shops are pretty good like that. Thing is, you need a license to sell pets in the UK, mate, which is a bit daft as well. Are you in on that, Reese? Are you having that, mate? Bit of a Christmas party. Hopefully, it'll go a little bit better than when I poured myself a Guinness on Monday and spilt it all over the floor. So yeah, that was really good. That was the start of my bad week. That was, everything was going all right until I knocked my drink over on stream and ended up having to end the stream. Next day, rushed into hospital. Not worked since. It's like, what? Blame that. I blame Guinness. Well, it wasn't Guinness actually. It's Brewdog, but yeah, we'll have a bit of a Christmas party, a bit of a laugh. Have a bit of a laugh and see how it goes. It's Tracy's fault. We're all going to get drunk. Blame Tracy. I think Friday's probably the best bet. Some of us won't have work the day after. I'm not going to get plastered on stream anyway. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I'm just... wow. Oh, so anyone who doesn't know, I got rushed into hospital the other day with kidney stones. And, one's... It's kind of really hurting right now. Oh, yeah, that's... yeah, it hurts like hell, guys, when it plays up. Oh God, that was mad. That, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it's God, that rapper kicks in as well. Feels like someone gets a knife in the side of you and runs it right down to the edge of your you know what as a man. Oh God, that hurt. So I think the 25th is a Wednesday, isn't it? The 25th is a Wednesday, so I reckon we do the 20th. So if we have Fishkeeper Club Christmas party on the 20th, which is a Friday, and we'll kick it in at 8 o'clock. Just have a bit of a get together, a bit of a laugh for Christmas, eh? And hopefully all our dreams come true for Christmas. That's 2 weeks today. Yeah, mate. Is it Friday the 13th today? No, it's next week, isn't it? Sorry. Friday the 13th. Oh, you'll be busy next Friday anyway, won't you, mate? You busy next Friday, mate? Is it Friday? Friday the 13th? No, it's Halloween anyway, isn't it? But yeah, I can see you be busy anyway. Or is that your mate? Your mate's always busy on Friday the 13th, isn't he? 20th. Yeah, right. That's booked in then, guys. 20th of December. Anubias giveaway. I did one of them today, Will. Pete took quite a bit of Anubias today. I've still got a shed load of Anubias, so if anyone's in the Manchester area and can come and collect Anubias, I've got loads of it. Yeah, an Anubias giveaway. Cut it to a Christmas tree shape. I bloody could do, mate. Could do. I could supply Trafalgar Square with an Anubias Christmas tree, mate. I've got that much. That's Jason. Oh, do you do you only work on Halloween, mate? Well, fair dues. Fair dues. If you're not willing to do any other day, mate, you can't knock it. Father Christmas only does one day a year, doesn't it? So yeah, fair dues. That Jason kicks in a few times, though, doesn't he? Now and again. Raises his head on a Friday the 13th. I only work with Halloween. I can't even drink at the moment. What's that about? Oh God. I will be drinking that night though. We're gonna have a drink. I don't care, it's Christmas. I have an appointment as well. I have an appointment on Christmas Eve, guys. Christmas Eve hospital appointment. Renal appointment. Oh God damn. Oh. And you just get them mad jabs. Why can't I drink? So on Tuesday, Mike, I collapsed in work. Got rushed to hospital. In my boss's van, not by ambulance because they wouldn't send me an ambulance. I'm on medication for. Well, so I've been diagnosed. I think I have kidney stones, and my God, mate, they hurt like hell, and so I'm just on pain relief, mate. But I can't drink with the painkillers that I'm on. Oh, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to, but I will be. I'm not a big Christmas fan myself, Mike. I'm not. It's not really something. Don't know. I used to love it up to when I got to 48 and found out that Father Christmas didn't exist. It ruined it for me. So the past 3 years, Christmases have been poor. No, I'm not. I kind of. I know what you mean, mate. It's not great, is it? Did you look up the coffee Guinness? You know what? Did I right. So I had a look on Tesco's to see if I could see it. I have looked up coffee Guinness, mate. I have looked up coffee Guinness, yeah. I can't seem to find it anywhere. They might be able to get it on Amazon, but I'm in Tesco's tomorrow, Reese. So I'm gonna go and have a look to see if I can see it there. But I am intrigued by it, mate. I am. Yeah, I will be mixing, Mike. There's no. I've painkillers and drink. I don't get drunk, mate. I don't like getting drunk. I'm a bit of a puker. I puke up me when I'm drunk, so I tend not to get drunk. So I will definitely be having a few. I've got a really nice vodka, that Dutch Barn vodka, the one that Ricky Gervais kind of put his name to. That's proper, really smooth vodka. You can get it from Tesco's and Asda. I will have a look tomorrow, Reese. I am intrigued. I'm always up for something a little bit different. Yeah, I'll be checking it out. It's the ones I've been drinking at the moment is that Brewdog Dark Skull. It's really, really nice. Really nice. Draft as well. Kind of like the draft cans. Not too gassy. But I do have to watch. I have to watch what I drink as well, mate, because I'm celiac. I don't help myself, me. I have stomach issues and shouldn't really be drinking that anyway. But drinks don't really tend to affect my celiacs. It's normally stuff that I eat. It's a bit weird. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, it's weird. Weird. I've always been a puker, me. I always have. I've never been able to hold it down. Mayor Roof, hi buddy. Thanks for joining us this evening. Hope you're well. I'm okay, mate. Just getting old. Getting old, falling apart. About as healthy as a corpse. Apart from that, doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's nice to be back on stream. To miss 2 streams this week's been a little bit weird, really, because obviously I missed last Saturday because of Christmas shopping. Then to miss Wednesday because I was like, just wasn't up to it. I was in so much pain. Tuesday though was like, they have a feeling that Tuesday there could have been one passing through my system. That's why I was in so much pain. Oh God, I hope there's not many more to come through because that bleeding hurt. Can you please tell what is the best size for a betta fish tank? Okay, mate. So bettas do live in small spaces, yeah. But the smaller the tank, the harder it is to look after something, yeah. So if you've got a 5-gallon tank and your betta poops in there, that poop is gonna spoil 5 gallon of water, yeah. So the strength of ammonia to the amount of water will be quite high. If you've got a 20-gallon tank, then that little bit of a poop is diluted 4 times than what it was in your 5-gallon tank. Yeah, so the bigger the better, really. Just watch for flow and things like that. I'm not a massive fan of putting bettas in small tanks anyway, mate, because I like to give them that little bit of extra space, to be perfectly honest. But as big as you can get, really. I'm not a big fan of small. I have a little 1 foot, just over 1 foot tank. I think it's like 19 litres, and that's just got a few endlers in there, which I'm trying to get out. And it's just a shrimp tank. Shrimp are fine in a small area tank like that, but with a betta, yeah, they want to be swimming about a bit, don't they? I had a betta when I first set up my rainbow tank before I put rainbows in there. There was a betta in there, and he loved it. He loved it. 4 foot tank. He was buzzing in that tank, mate. So bigger the better, mate. Bigger the better. It's a hard time for a lot of people, isn't it? Christmas. It's a hard time. Like I'll be honest, I've always gone down to my parents on Christmas Day. I've always gone down there. And like Boxing Day was the wedding anniversary. So Christmas and Boxing Day have always been like a time for me to go down and spend time with my parents. But like lost my dad 3.5 years ago. And Christmas Day is not the same now, you know. And Boxing Day, obviously, Boxing Day is just not the same anymore. So I think if you lose someone, it kind of Christmas can become a little bit of a time where your traditions end up taking a hit because of losses, don't they? I think that's why, if that makes sense. I don't know what it's like. I think you're in Belgium, aren't you, Mike? I don't know what it's like in other parts of the world, but it's like Christmas is seen as a happy time for family, but it is also seen as quite a depressing time for certain people. But I don't think it helps on the UK TV that they plaster it with so like depressing programs. So like certain soap operas, someone always dies on Christmas Day, but so they make them really, really depressing. Then they put a phone line across. If this is a depressing time for you, ring this number. Put some light-hearted programs on. Don't put depressing programs on Christmas Day, and I think it'd help. You know what I mean? Put comedies on. Put comedies on Christmas Day. It's got probably a lot less chance that people feel suicidal. Put something depressing on Christmas Day to people that are already depressed. Manchester, UK, Mary Ruth. What about you, mate? Where are you from? Good evening, Nick. Thanks for joining us, mate. I hope you're well. It's my dad at Christmas time. His birthday was a week before too. Yeah, mate. It's a bad time, isn't it, Tracer? To be honest, it's like say we're not like big drinkers, but me and my dad used to like a really nice whiskey, you know. So like I knew what I could get my dad at Christmas, and it'd be like I'd get him a good bottle of whiskey, and we'd sample it Christmas Day afternoon. You know, we'd have our Christmas dinner, and then we'd just give it a quick sample. Not bad, not a lot, because I'd have to drive home, but I kind of miss them traditions, you know. When they're gone, you miss them. Got to admit, if I open a whiskey, as soon as I have a whiskey, I always toast my dad. I do. I miss my dad. He was like my best mate. And I know, like, he got me into the aquarium hobby. If my dad could see my tanks now, my dad was a really keen gardener as well as like loving the aquarium. So if he could see my tanks now with the plants, he'd be like, oh God, he'd be over the moon. He really would. He really would. You don't want to watch the soap tracer. I don't watch the one on the BBC that I'm on about EastEnders. There's always somebody dies in EastEnders on Christmas Day. It's like the most depressing program. And they put a warning up. If this program's depressing you, stop putting depressing programs on Christmas Day. Super well. About to get a 10-gallon and a betta at the beginning of the next year. Right, Nick, you're obviously on YouTube because you're on YouTube now. If you go over to see Fish Keeping Answers, he is a shrimp guy, but he's just bought out a book. I'll show you just one sec. I do like to give this guy a bit of a plug because his channel is awesome. He helps my channel out quite a lot as well. And so he does. So Richard at Fish Keeping Answers on YouTube, mate. He does specialize in shrimp. So he brought the shrimp keeping handbook out. It's probably about maybe 12 months ago. And it's such a great book, mate. That is a great book. And I bet you sat there thinking, why are you telling me about a shrimp book, you weirdo? Because he's just brought out the ultimate betta book. And I've started reading that. And that is awesome, mate. Again, it's just well worth having. He's going to start doing a few videos on bettas as well. And he's actually put on about tank size this last week. I think it went on yesterday. About tank size for bettas, so it's well worth checking it out, mate. I understand that, Mike. I do. I understand that. Yeah, it's just one. I mean, I think that's what it is with Christmas. You kind of, when you start losing people, your traditions change. So it was mad yesterday on daytime TV. Some mum was talking about it, and she was like, Christmas was one of those times where her grandparents used to always like to have a dance and a sing on Christmas Day, but they lost their grandmother. And you could say on Christmas Day that a granddad, you could tell he was lost because he didn't have that person that he could sing and dance with anymore. And I think that's when it starts hitting, innit? Your dad used to work in a fish farm. Where was that at, Reese? I'd like to do that. That'd be a great job, that wouldn't it? Fish farm. I stream 4 times a week, mate. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. GMT. And a Saturday afternoon from around about 2 p.m. GMT. And I also do a video on a Thursday afternoon at 3:15. This week's video is Cardinal Tetra Care Guide. Well worth checking out, I think. It's quite a decent video. Just needs more people to watch it. That's what happened to me. I don't have any family left. Just my mum. Yeah, families, mate, innit? Family time, mate. And I understand it, Mike. I do. I understand it. The only family I have left is my mum. That's I only have my mum left. I have a brother, but I don't speak to my brother. I haven't spoken to my brother for like 20 years. So it's a mad one, and it brings it all home. You just got to try and get through it, haven't you? Get through it for your girls, buddy. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Get through it for your girls. So we've arranged Christmas party 20th, Friday the 20th of December, 8 o'clock. Have a few beers, have a bit of a laugh. Nice light-hearted stream for that night. Might even try and get a Christmas hat. Might not though. not a Christmassy person, but you never know. Might get a Christmas hat. We'll see. So we will be back on stream tomorrow night. We won't be back on stream tomorrow night. I'm blaming the codeine. Sod it. We'll blame the codeine. We are back on stream tomorrow around about 2 p.m. So the UK we've been told we're going to get a pretty bad storm overnight. Now, I do cover my mum's pond with a plastic sheeting, so if I have to do any work on the pond, that may put the stream to a little bit later. But I do aim to try and get back here to do the stream from 2 p.m. So hopefully we will do that. Tomorrow it'll be tank maintenance again, water change on both. So neither of these tanks got water change last week because obviously I was away and I've not had any time to do it. But they'll easily go a week without a water change anyway, so that's not a problem. But we'll do a water change on those tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow the new edition of Cardinals will all be out and about, hopefully with a bit of luck tomorrow as well. Some antlers, you never know. That sounds more like it, to be perfectly honest, Tracy. Party, yeah, we'll have a party. It's a great idea, Tracy. It is a great idea. But like next year, as the channel grows, we'll be able to do like giveaways. We just won't be able to afford to do it this year. kind of because I'm planning on opening a shop in the next 12 months on YouTube as well, selling cups and t-shirts and stuff like that. So all that in time. So hopefully this time next year we'll be out of a Christmas party and we'll do some giveaways. Yeah, it should be pretty good. But guys, I am going to call it a night because I'm a little bit, my head's a little bit mashed because the codeine kicks in, and I need some more because I'm starting feeling pain. But thanks for everybody that's joined us this evening. Thanks to everyone who's like for the well wishes as well since Tuesday. Really appreciate it. Hope you've all had a great evening. Hope we've helped people out when we've needed to. Sam, thanks for joining us, mate. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not, because we do these 4 days a week. We get people from all over as well, guys. Knowledge from all kinds of different things, breeding guppies to breeding seahorses. So everybody have a great evening. Hopefully we'll see you all again tomorrow. Cheers, Mike. Cheers, Will, Tracy, Sam, Reese, everybody else that's been in here tonight. If they're still in here, Mare. I'll just try to cover everybody. Nick, if you're still in. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. As I've already said, again, thank you so much for the well wishes. Really appreciate it. And see you tomorrow. Take care, guys.